Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening to Madam Nurmaziatul Akmal binti Zaidi and all my friends. Today our group 3 will present basic accounting case study 3. Name of group members: Nur Fadila binti Fadir, H21A2970, Alia Farahani binti Hashim, H21A2777, Nur Syafiqah Hani binti Zakaranso, H21A2990, Siti Syahirah Auni binti Muhammad Roswadi, H21A2697, and Nurul Aisyah binti Azmi, H21A3029. Extract. The main purpose of our group conducting this study is to feature apply the subject of basic of accounting to ourselves so that we as a group can learn more deeply about the learning of basic of accounting during the learning this semester. In this regard, we have built a company called Bunga Mas Enterprise Company. The purpose of Bunga Mas Enterprise Company is to record transactions in our business to ensure that there are no excess or round error in our account. So we use a journal, original notebook or diary to find out in more detail, and also this is where the first transaction is recorded. There are various types of journal that can be used in business, namely general journal and specialist journal. In addition, we also use a ledger that have book containing account in which information is classified and summarized from journal published as debit and credit. It is also called the second entry book. The ledger contains the information needed to prepare the financial statement. It includes account for assets, liabilities, equity, revenue, and expenses. In addition, our company also uses the trial balance method. Our company uses this method because it has a list of all the general ledger account contained in the business ledger. Each nominal ledger account will hold whether the debit balance will be the value listed in the trial balance debit column and the credit balance will be listed in the credit column. Next, the income statement is also referred to as the trading profit and loss account. It is a financial statement that summarizes the result of the company operation for a period. It presents an overview of the revenue, expenses, profit, net income, and earnings per share of the company in our company. The financial statement we use because they have position and also referred to as balance sheet. They are financial statements that tell about the assets, liabilities, and equity of the business at a particular time. It is an overview of the business of our company. Lastly, is the objective of the study. The objective of this study is to introduce or give addition to related the subject of accounting, namely learning how to prepare an accounting journal, prepare a trial balance, prepare a balance sheet, and so on. Introduction. Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Syafiqah Hani binti Zakaranso. My number battery is H21A2990. Accounting refers to the process of recording a company financial transaction. It involves analyzing, summaries, and reporting this transaction to regulated supervisory agency and tax collection entities. In addition, in this certification also it involves accounting report. An accounting report is a regular report that describes the financial status of a company at a particular time or over a period of time. This report usually consists and made specifically to provide a detailed view of the company operation. They can also be used to measure a company profit. Furthermore, basic accounting is one of the key functions in almost all types of business. It is usually done by an accountant or bookkeeper in a small company or by a large financial department with dozens of employees in a large company. Reports are produced by various accounting streams such as management accounting and cost accounting. All of these are important in helping company management make informed business decisions. After that, in this accounting, there are also some key objectives that need to be known. Among them is maintaining complete and systematic record of all transactions as well as analyzing the financial position of a business. In addition, the main objective of accounting can also disclose the profit and loss of the business as well as provide a true and fair view of the business that aim to protect the interests of various parties in a business. Therefore, every individual or business who is interested in knowing the outcome of a financial transaction and its result need to be ascertained throughout the accounting process. In addition, in certification, there are also some methods that are often used in a business, namely financial statements. Financial statements are important report of an entity that provide financial information and entity over a period of time for us by money stakeholder such as a management, employees, board of director, investor, shareholder, customer, supplier, bankers, and related stakeholders. According, the statement are prepared according to the needs of management, owner, shareholder, government, authorities, and organization. This financial statement also have several important elements such as assets, liabilities, equity, income, and expenses. Therefore, in this assignment, we are required to provide a report on the preparation of the account and its use to the business. Therefore, we have provided the detail of business transaction for October 2020. From the detail provided, we should provide a full set of accounts that include journal, account or ledger, expected balance, profit and loss statement, balance sheet. It is clear that accounting reports in particular are not just a release of revenue and expenses that you earn. That's the process of cash flow management to control a business expenses, getting a picture of its financial health at a particular time, but not only. They are a great source of information for revealing potential issues in your business and communicating them, provide you us the right tool.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Nurul Aisyah binti Azmi, nama menteri H21A 3029. Seterusnya ialah jurnal. Perniagaan dimulakan dengan 60,000, aset meningkat, modal meningkat. Beli perabot daripada modern furniture 10,000, aset meningkat, liability meningkat. Beli barang 15,000, pembelanjaan meningkat, aset menurun. Beli barang daripada Binsec & Co 30,000, perbelanjaan meningkat, liability meningkat. Buka bank dengan deposit 16,000, modal menurun, perbelanjaan meningkat. Jual barang secara cash 15,000, hasil meningkat, aset menurun. Beli alat tulis 1,000 daripada kedai alat tulis barat, perbelanjaan meningkat, liability meningkat. Jual barang kepada Zahir Khan 10,000, hasil meningkat, aset menurun. Beli mesin 6,000 dan bayar menggunakan cek, aset meningkat, perbelanjaan meningkat. Barang dipulangkan oleh Zahir Khan 2,000, aset meningkat, perbelanjaan menurun. Bayar kepada Binsec & Co menggunakan cek 5,000, perbelanjaan meningkat, liability menurun. Keluarkan tunai daripada bank untuk kegunaan peribadi 3,000, aset meningkat, perbelanjaan meningkat. Bayar faedah melalui cek 2,000, perbelanjaan meningkat, liability menurun. Keluarkan tunai daripada bank untuk kemenangan pejabat 10,000, aset meningkat, perbelanjaan meningkat. Terima cek daripada Zahir Khan 5,000, aset meningkat, hasil meningkat. Bayar bil elektrik 100, perbelanjaan meningkat, liability meningkat. Jualan tunai 6,000, hasil meningkat, aset menurun. Terima komisen daripada cek, modal meningkat, hasil meningkat.
Nama saya Siti Syaraoni binti Muhammad Raswadi, nombor metrik H21A 2697. Sekarang saya akan membentangkan ledger account.
Pertama sekali, kita dapat lihat cash account. Di bahagian debit, kita ada capital yang berjumlah 60,000, sales 15,000, sales lagi 6,000 dan jumlah keseluruhan adalah 81,000. Di bahagian kredit pula, kita ada purchase sebanyak 15,000, electricity bill RM100, balance CD sebanyak 65,900 dan jumlah keseluruhannya adalah 81,000. Seterusnya, kita ada akaun capital Mr. Roy. Di bahagian debit, kita ada balance CD yang berjumlah 60,000 dan di bahagian kredit pula kita ada cash yang berjumlah 60,000. Seterusnya, furniture account. Di bahagian debit, kita ada modern furniture yang berjumlah 10,000 dan di bahagian kredit kita ada balance CD yang mencatat jumlah 10,000 juga. Sama juga dengan modern furniture account. Di bahagian debit, kita ada balance CD yang berjumlah 10,000 dan di bahagian kredit terdapat furniture yang berjumlah 10,000 juga. Jumlah keseluruhannya adalah 10,000. Purchase account. Di bahagian debit, kita ada cash yang berjumlah 13,000, Binsec & Co berjumlah 30,000 dan jumlah keseluruhannya adalah 43,000. Di bahagian kredit, kita ada balance CD yang mencatat jumlah 43,000. Seterusnya, akaun bagi Binsec & Co. Di bahagian debit, kita ada bank yang berjumlah 5,000 dan balance CD yang berjumlah 25,000 dan jumlah keseluruhannya adalah 30,000. Di bahagian kredit, kita ada purchase yang berjumlah 30,000. Seperti yang kita lihat, kita mempunyai balance BD yang berjumlah 25,000. Seterusnya di bank account. Di bahagian debit, kita ada sales yang berjumlah 16,000, Zahirkan 5,000 dan komisen diterima adalah 5,000. Jumlah keseluruhannya adalah 26,000. Di bahagian kredit, terdapat machinery berjumlah 6,000, Binsec & Co 5,000, expenses 3,000, interest 2,000 dan expenses berjumlah 10,000. Jumlah keseluruhannya adalah 26,000. Sales account pula, kita hanya ada balance CD yang mencatat jumlah 47,000. Di bahagian kredit, kita mempunyai bank yang berjumlah 16,000, cash 15,000, Zahirkan 10,000 dan cash sebanyak 6,000. Jumlah keseluruhannya adalah 47,000. Stationery account pula, di bahagian debit kita ada barat stationery mats yang berjumlah 1,000 dan di bahagian kredit kita ada balance CD sebanyak 1,000. Seterusnya pada akaun barat stationery mat, kita ada di bahagian debit, balance CD yang berjumlah RM1,000 dan di bahagian kredit kita ada stationery yang berjumlah RM1,000. Seterusnya zahirkan akaun di bahagian debit kita ada sales yang mencatat RM10,000. Di bahagian kredit kita ada sale return sebanyak RM2,000, balance RM5,000, balance CD adalah RM3,000. Jumlah yang kita dapat adalah sebanyak RM10,000. Sebelum itu, di bahagian debit kita dapati ada balance BD yang berjumlah RM3,000. Sales return account pula, di bahagian debit kita ada zahirkan yang mencatat RM2,000 dan di bahagian kredit pula kita ada balance CD yang berjumlah RM2,000. Seterusnya expenses account, di bahagian debit kita ada bank yang berjumlah RM3,000 dan bank lagi sebanyak RM10,000. Di bahagian kredit kita dapati balance CD yang mencatat RM13,000. Seterusnya interest account, di bahagian debit kita ada bank sebanyak RM2,000 dan di bahagian kredit kita ada balance CD yang mencatat jumlah RM2,000. Untuk electricity bill account, di bahagian debit kita ada cash sebanyak RM100, di bahagian kredit kita ada balance CD sebanyak RM100 juga. Akhir sekali, komisen yang diterima, di bahagian debit kita ada balance CD yang berjumlah RM3,000 dan di bahagian kredit kita ada bank yang berjumlah RM3,000.
Seterusnya, slide ini menunjukkan trial balance perniagaan Mr. Roy Enterprise. Pada 10 Oktober 2020, Mr. Roy telah memulakan perniagaan beliau dengan bermodalkan sebanyak RM60,000. Pada akaun cash, sebanyak RM49,900 berada di sebelah bahagian debit, manakala akaun sales sebanyak RM31,000 berada di bahagian kredit. Bagi akaun purchase pula, sebanyak RM45,000 berada di bahagian debit. Akaun furniture pula sebanyak RM10,000 berada di bahagian debit. Dan akaun modern furniture pula sebanyak RM10,000 berada di sebelah bahagian kredit. Seterusnya, akaun stationery barat pula sebanyak RM10,000 berada di bahagian kredit dan stationery berada di bahagian kredit sebanyak RM1,000. Akaun zahir receivable sebanyak RM3,000 berada di sebelah bahagian debit. Seterusnya, akaun sale return sebanyak RM2,000 berada di sebelah bahagian debit dan interest expenses sebanyak RM2,000 berada di bahagian debit. Seterusnya, akaun electricity sebanyak RM100 berada di sebelah bahagian debit dan akaun machinery sebanyak RM6,000 berada di sebelah bahagian debit. Akaun withdraw sebanyak RM3,000 berada di sebelah bahagian debit dan akaun office sebanyak RM10,000 berada di sebelah bahagian debit. Seterusnya, akaun komisen berada di sebelah kredit sebanyak RM5,000. Dan akhir sekali, akaun Bisen & Co berada di sebelah bahagian debit sebanyak RM25,000. Ini menunjukkan jumlah trial balance Mr. Roy bagi bahagian debit sebanyak RM132,000 dan bagi bahagian kredit juga sebanyak RM132,000 dan menunjukkan trial balance perniagaan Mr. Roy berada dalam keadaan balance.
Assalamualaikum, nama saya Alia Farhani binti Hashim, nombor matrik H21A2777. Slide ini akan memaparkan profit and loss yang dipanggil penyata untung dan rugi. Profit and loss digunakan dalam akaun untuk melihat status keuntungan atau kerugian semasa syarikat secara bulanan, suku tahunan, setengah tahun atau tahunan. Penyata ini dikira mengikut format dan susunan yang betul. Penyata yang dipaparkan merupakan format biasa. Penyata untung dan rugi di slide ini menunjukkan item yang ada dalam format iaitu sales, revenue commission dan juga expenses. Hasil penyata profit and loss bagi syarikat Mr. Roy Enterprise ini menunjukkan gross loss and net loss. Seterusnya, kita akan sambung pada balance sheet iaitu penyata imbangan. Penyata imbangan ialah baki yang diambil dari akaun trial, ledger dan juga profit and loss. Penyata imbangan Mr. Roy Enterprise pada 30 Oktober ini menunjukkan dua aset iaitu aset semasa dan aset bukan semasa. Seperti yang kita lihat dalam slide ini, pada kolom ketiga tersebut, jumlah aset semasa dan aset bukan semasa bertambah. Setelah mendapat jumlah aset tadi, kita perlu menolaknya dengan liability semasa di kolom ketiga aset. Ditolak dengan liability untuk mendapatkan jumlah tersebut. Setelah itu, di bahagian equity pemilik pula, kita perlu tolak modal dan pengeluaran bagi melihat untung rugi yang diperolehi oleh perniagaan ini. Oleh itu, kita akan mendapat jumlah tersebut. Akhir sekali, untuk memastikan akaun penyata imbangan ini seimbang atau tidak, kita perlu melihat jumlah di bahagian aset dan liability dan equity pemilik dalam akaun ini. Sama ataupun tidak. Jika sama, kedua-dua jumlah dalam akaun ini, maka akaun perniagaan ini adalah seimbang.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Fazila binti Fazil, number matric H21A2970. Next, the usefulness of the statement of profit and loss. This document reveals a company's capacity or inability to produce profit via growing revenue, lowering expenses, or both. It is the most popular and often used financial statement in a business plan since it displays how much profit or loss a company produces. The profit and loss or income statement, like the cash flow statement, displays account change over time. The P&L statement's aim is to represent a company's income and expenses over a specific time period, generally one fiscal year. A profit and loss statement is critical for a company's decision-making process. The statement also aids in the calculation of data needed to file statutory tax returns. The profit and loss statement's net income number will be used to calculate how many tax the company will have to pay for the current fiscal years. And last, the statement of profit and loss (P&L) can be described as the summarization of all revenue types transactions incurred during an accounting period and determination of the net profit or loss earned during that time. The usefulness, the balance sheet statement. First, balance sheets are also crucial since they inform banks about their company eligibility for extra loans or credit because they keep business owners like they update about the financial status of their organization. Balance sheets are also crucial since they inform banks about their company's eligibility for extra loans or credit. And last, a balance sheet is a snapshot of a company's financial data at a specific point in time. Conclusions. Finally, accounting is important in business since it gives quantitative data that is vital to the company's overall performance. Accounting is a career that focuses on providing services. In today's increasingly intricate and dynamic business world, keeping our accounting records clean and up to date is crucial to keeping our organization relevant. Accounting provides several benefits to organizations, including the ability to evaluate a company's performance, ensure statutory compliance, develop corporate goals, and manage and monitor cash flow. Accounting is necessary for running a firm successfully in everyday business activities and for future business growth. Aside from that, the actual Sdn Bhd should continue to revise and mission in order to survive in a very competitive marketing environment. To ensure that the real estate has a sound management and finance system, the owner should find and hire someone with the necessary credential, experience, and talents to help him properly employ the accounting system in the company administration. This will assist the real estate business not only in the near term but also in the long run, allowing it to run smoothly. Additionally, in order to boost revenue, the corporation must increase non-operating transactions. Finally, the owners must participate in several advertising activities in order for the company to endure for a long period. That's all from us. Thank you.